Obviously, really disappointed. I give all the credit to Army. I thought Coach Monken had their guys ready to go, and they got after us. They really did. They had a great plan. They executed their play-action plan. They had some big passes against us. We played really well on defense for really the first half. In the second half, we could not get off the field. They controlled the line of scrimmage. They got after us, and offensively, it just, we had made improvement through the middle of the season, and we're starting to regress a little bit. We're just not making plays. Had a lot of opportunities, but we turned the ball over. Again, we're on special teams, not getting it done right now. Another kickoff return for a touchdown that's called back. The long punt return. The kickoff return game, twice we got the ball inside the 20. And we just got outplayed. And to have 2 weeks to get ready for a team and to play as poorly as we did, I'm really disappointed in myself that I did not have our team more ready to go. You get 2 weeks to get ready for a game, you have to play better than that. And we didn't execute on so many different levels. So it's a tough pill to swallow, but again, credit to Army and their coaching staff and their players, and we've got to move on and get ready for Virginia next week.
Dave, what did they do second half to take control of the line?
We couldn't get off of blocks. I mean, they blocked us, they pushed us.
Better schematically?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say it was anything different schematically. They were running the veer, they were running a lot of load option, that they were blocking the pitch key and trying to have the quarterback keep it, but we just weren't getting off of blocks. They ran that toss play a number of times, and they had a good crack block on the defensive end, and they sealed the edge, and we didn't crack and replace fast enough, and that thing every single time. I mean, we were calling defenses knowing it was coming, and they're still getting 4, 5, 6 yards a clip. So, I mean, you can tell by my tone how disappointed I am.
I know you had the extra week to prepare, but with everything that was kind of at stake here, that sixth win, and we all know that sixth win's big, do you think maybe the bye week was a disadvantage in a way?
No, not at all. I mean, you have a bye week before you play Army in that offense, it should only be an advantage. There's, you'd never want to just, you hate to only have 1 week to get ready for it. They outplayed us. They were better prepared. They out-executed us. They out-toughed us. They played smarter than us. They beat us. They flat out beat us. If we had won that game, we wouldn't have deserved it.
The number of times you guys went over the top, I was wondering, were you patient enough with the short stuff there?
I mean, they were pressing us, Dan, and I mean, when you get defended like that and they're pressing you, you got to run by them. If you watch the game on Thursday night, when teams do that, there's not a lot of short stuff there, and a lot of those plays, there is a short route there, but if they're pressing us and we didn't make it, I mean, how many deep balls did we throw, and did we make any of them? The Tabari had the one, but at a certain point, you got to make those plays. We're throwing the ball up there, and our quarterback has to keep it in bounds, and we're giving guys chances to make plays in one-on-one coverage, and bottom line is we're not making them. He was first quarter. I mean, he missed throws, and he didn't look settled. And then I thought in the second quarter, when we played fast, he settled down. And then late in the game, he looked really unsettled again.
How difficult of a decision was that for you to decide to play fast? Because it did help your offense get in a good tempo, but at the same time, you want to keep Army off the field. So that not be.
Yeah, I mean, they were just switching up their blitzes and stuff, and I just felt that they weren't getting lined up. And anytime we moved the ball, it's because we went fast. We're trying to score points. Their offense is going to do what their offense is going to do. I mean, I thought by playing fast and making first downs, we were staying on the field more. I mean, at halftime, the time of possession was basically even.
Max was playing so well for a long part of the game, holding the point there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really were able to control their running game.
First half, yeah. And even for a while in the third quarter.
Right.
But, you can only have so many red zone opportunities. Again, we kicked 3 field goals today. We missed one of them. You get that turnover right after the half, and you got to make that a touchdown. That's 2 weeks in a row that we've generated turnovers. We don't convert it to points.
Immediate reaction to the Scotty Washington drop in the end zone?
I mean, you got to hold on to it. You got to hold on to it. I mean, you got to go up and make the play and control the ball and leave no doubt.
In the first half, the reason it seemed to me like you were stopping, you were getting good penetration behind the line, stopping before they get to the pitch man. The second half, it was different. They seemed to keep you at the line of scrimmage.
They're tough kids, and they wore us down. They outplayed us.
Was it even close with Kendall? Was there even a decision there?
No, not even close. He wasn't. You know, we thought we'd have him go out in pregame and just more so almost to get him another practice and get him going and just see how he felt. But no, he's not cleared to play yet, Dan. He's not cleared. So, yeah, I mean, that's, you know, we'd love to get him back. That would help us a great deal. He makes a lot of plays and he gives us explosive plays, but, you know, he's not cleared yet. So we just got to keep pushing forward.
As much as John was struggling, was there ever a thought about?
Nope. No, he's so much more prepared to play and, you know, knows the offense and, you know, with all the blitzes they were bringing and their odd front and the different pressures that, you know, you had to set the protections right and, you know, no, we weren't going to do that.
I know right now you feel really terrible, but in the scheme of things, is this your worst loss that you've had here?
You know, they're all really painful.
Exactly.
Every one of them is awful. But it's a coaching challenge. We got to get these guys back. You know, we've won a lot of close games this year, and this is the first really close game that was a one-score game in the fourth quarter that we didn't win. And we need to learn how to play into November. Okay, that, you know, by most years, we have not played meaningful games at this point in the year, and this year we are. And the season is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And we have not been a good late October, November program since 2008. And our guys, you know, our week of practice I did not think was good. I was not happy Wednesday. I wasn't happy with our Thursday practice. And when I walked off the field on a Wednesday, I did not have a good feeling. I really didn't. And I told the team that, you know, I think everybody wants to talk about, geez, you've turned the program, you've turned the corner. You never turn it. It's never turned. You never arrive. It's a week in, week out execution battle. And again, we didn't get it done this week.
Given that there haven't been many meaningful games in November and many meaningful wins, do you also as a staff have to maybe, no offense, learn how to coach in November? Do you have to do things differently in November than you did in September?
No, I think you've got to push the team through it, and they've got to make a decision. They're going to come out every week and get better. So, I mean, the staff's been together for a lot of years at different schools, and we've had years in November and October that we've run the table. So we've got to get our players to press through in November.